Right guys, today I want to show you how I finally managed to complete tier 2 on both the forest level and the desert level. Essentially the main thing that I learned with this game is that you need to synergize your weapons and your tomes together just to make them more powerful. So for example, I used calcium, who obviously throws bones, throws projectiles at enemies. So you want to essentially synergize that and combine it with things like the quantity tome, the size tome, projectile speed, and I even like to use the damage tome as well, just to increase all of that output from all his projectiles onto the enemies and the bosses especially. So I'm going to do a run through with calcium on the desert level tier 2, and I'll show you how I managed to complete this, because I struggled with this quite a lot when I first started playing, but I read up, watched some more videos, and I learned that combining everything and combining certain things just made this a whole lot easier. So some tips to begin with is don't rush into doing shrines straight away. Get a few levels and upgrade your main weapon straight away just by killing enemies, so don't worry about any of this, just upgrade your starting weapon first. Breaking pots is good as well, because you have a chance to get a decent amount of XP in there, which then obviously gets you some quick levels straight away. I found doing the tier 2s a lot easier with calcium, just because I really like his movement speed and how quick he gets around the map and how quick he can dodge enemies. Oh, we got perfect straight away. Increased damage, perfect. Upgrade the bone. Yeah, just how quick he can dodge enemies and just run around the map, just getting as much XP as possible. So again, just upgrade the bone. If you see any of the Mauis, get those straight away. Like that, you get a gold item potentially early off, is really good. On the desert map, again, breaking the tumbleweeds, you have a chance to get a decent amount of XP, which is obviously good for leveling up your weapons. So here I'll go for projectile speed, just so I can throw the bones quicker at enemies. If you're feeling confident as well, go for the greed shines, which will obviously up the difficulty by 5%. I'll probably skip this one because I don't really want any of these weapons at all, or tomes. Or increase evasion, just so we have a higher chance to dodge enemies. Yeah, so if you see the greed shrines, I would just go level them up, increase your difficulty, because obviously more difficulty means more enemies, which means more kills, which then inevitably means more XP to level up. Ooh, I would normally go for the revolver here, but that's quite a good level up on the bone. Again, upgrade the projectile speed. You can get some early items from the chests as well. A good one to keep an eye out for is the mouldy cheese, just so you can do a lot of like poison damage specifically to the boss, which I'm hoping to get at some point as well. And then once you've started to get a few levels in, you can start doing the shrines, which will then obviously get you some more upgrades. So I'm going to upgrade the difficulty here, because as I said, more enemies means more XP. Don't forget the pots. Perfect fire staff. Personally, I like to just get a load of projectiles and then make sure that they're shooting quick, that they're... Oh, good thing to shout out here as well is extra jumps. Just if you do get into a tricky situation, you can just jump out of the way of enemies. I was saying about the projectiles, just getting loads of different types of projectiles, like the weapon, like the staffs, bones, bananas, stuff like that. Personally for me, just having those with the speed, the size, projectile counts as well, just getting loads of them, it just does a really good amount of damage. So we get legendary bone here. As you can see, we're destroying these little enemies. I won't get the magnet shrine yet, just because there's not too much XP lying around. We'll get more jumps as well. Go for a bit more evasion, it's always a good thing. Always do the summon the challenges little shrines here, because again, big enemies, more XP, more chance to level up. As you can see, there's loads of enemies now with the swarm. Obviously the swarm, again, quantity tome. Sorry, just everything keeps popping up as I'm talking. Quantity tome, get that up, so just more projectiles, more damage. Yeah, as you can see with the swarm, there's a lot more enemies than usual. This is because obviously the greed shrine and the difficulty's up. So this, I probably don't want any of these, but the tornado is pretty good just for pushing enemies away. And that's the extra jumps there coming in handy, just to get out of that situation. Get another greed shrine, hopefully get some cheese. standing still heals you. Just worst case, if I need healing I can just get a campfire up. There's a little magnet power drop here as well. I'd recommend using any magnets. Ooh. Just go for the fire staff, just get that more damage. I'd recommend using magnets after a swarm because obviously there's going to be loads of XP just lying around. Shotgun, great, again, more projectiles. Go for probably duration, just so the projectiles obviously are firing out longer. We'll go for projectile speed. I like to always go for the quantity tone, just more projectiles means more damage. Same here again. And we'll get the fire staff damage up a bit. So at level 19, almost level 20 early on, it's good just to get as many levels as possible before your first few bosses. Once you've got enough gold saved up, go talk to any of the shady guys. Probably go for XP gain. Just any upgrades, quick upgrades, it's really useful. Again, more projectile speed, and we'll do this greed shine here as well. Burger, it's always good to see loads of burgers just lying around, which then obviously give you health if you need it. Projectile count again, projectile count again. As you can see, we're just literally just shooting a load of projectiles out, just killing any enemy in sight. Just keep upgrading the difficulty as well. A gold item, always really good. Overpowered lamp, +1 chance to proc on the hit effects. Just keep opening chests, hopefully get another gold item. Weapon upgrades can now have +1 stats. More gold items, you can't complain. And this right here is why I really like Calcium. You can just literally just run across the whole map finding any items, shrines, so obviously keep upgrading your character with. As you can see, the projectiles are just shooting out stupidly quick now. Here's the campfire working, just making sure our health's maximum. We go for gamer goggles here, increase damage the lower your HP is, just in case I'm low. Then after this swarm here, I'll get that magnet and just get all this XP in. So I'll probably go for HP regen again, just in case. Obviously everything's a personal preference, it's just what I like at the moment. And we'll go grab this magnet while we're here. As you can see, all this floods of XP just coming in. Just more projectiles, speed. Probably get we'll get some projectile speed, more damage, more projectile counts. Always make sure you're looking out for the individual projectile counts as well. Now you can probably see the boss the health just depletes instantly, stupidly quick, and that's why I like a projectile build. Increase luck. Again, luck's always good because then you have a higher chance of getting more items, or better items, sorry. On the desert map as well, you have these like tombs here, which will spawn a little mini boss, which again, more chests, more items, you just need lots of stuff. And after you do the first tomb, it spawns multiple afterwards, and the bosses just keep going, the health just keeps going up higher. But again, as you can see, this build is stupidly overpowered, especially for the tier 1s. Make sure you're using the microwaves as well, because you can just get multiple of whatever items you like. Personally, out of these lot, I'll probably go for the battery, just to get more attack speed. Make sure these projectiles are coming out stupidly quick. And as you can see, we're hardly being touched. These enemies are doing no damage to us at all, we're in no danger. So we've got 40 seconds left, so I'll probably go to the boss battle now. Which is, where is it? It's over here. It's the big red diamond on your map. Alright, now I'll show you how quick this boss will get destroyed. This isn't the fastest, I've definitely had faster, but you can't complain about this. This is pretty damn good. Another purple item, can't complain. And after you do a boss, all your XP comes in, so you're just going to get loads of levels. When I was starting out, I'd usually just go straight into the tier 2 portal until I learned that you can survive these final swarms for a minute or so, depending obviously on your build, which obviously then again means more XP, more levels, which just makes your run so much easier in the long run. And if you're lucky like me as well, there's a magnet nearby, so any XP you do miss will just all come into you. So after a minute, The wisps then turn black, which obviously means it's now normal difficulty for them. This is when it can start to get a bit tricky, so if you start struggling, just go in the portal, get onto the next tier. You don't want to waste the run obviously, but if you're feeling confident, just again stay as long as you can. Again, luckily I've got a magnet here. Oh my god. Pushing it a little bit. Yeah, and just spam E and get in the portal. So that's tier 1 done pretty easily if I say so myself. Got the boss portal straight here, and then for the tier 2 map it's essentially the same, just again try and get as much XP, level up your weapons, get as many items as you can, keep getting the shrines, and just make sure that you're as much overpowered as you can be. Again, as you can see, we're a couple minutes into tier 2, no problems from any of these enemies, they're pretty easy. And here we'll try a mini boss, 80,000, oh, and 2 bosses at the same time. Again, just keep moving with Calcium. You've got the speed just to dodge all of their attacks. Just let all the projectiles do the work here. As you can see, we just did both bosses, 80k, and the other one was, what, 40, 50k? I can't remember. And they just got melted. Again, don't forget about the Summon the Challenge shrines here. Again, you got another chance to get an easy chest, which, again, more damage just from killing a couple of skeletons. So we should be having the second mini boss coming up in a sec. Oh no, sorry, the swarm coming in. Again, obviously I've put the difficulty up quite a bit, and as you can see, I know I've got like the slow down time power up, but these enemies are just getting destroyed. It is stupidly easy. Test that up with a boss as well. And that's where the double jump, the multiple jumps come in handy. If you do need to get out, you can just jump over everything. Especially with increased jump height, you can just go stupidly high. Just dodge his attacks, they're not too hard. You can just see his health just going down. Not as quick as I'd like, but it's going down very quick. And here's the second mini boss as well. Which their attacks are quite easy to learn as well. Most of them just do sort of like this, where the rocks are coming out. Just dodge them, just don't go in the red. Just keep moving. This is why Calcium is really good. You can just stay on the move constantly and just circle the boss and let all the projectiles do the work. Easy. And we get essentially a free chest. Mouldy cheese, here we go. So you get 40% chance to poison enemies on hit. Really good for the boss, it takes down a lot of health, especially if you've got multiple of the cheese. I've used the microwave unfortunately on another item, so I won't be able to show you how overpowered it can be, but I'll show you how good it is. Shady guy, let's get another item while we're here. Mouldy gloves, again this is literally synergizes with the cheese. Creates a mouldy poison cloud upon hitting an enemy. So, as well as all the projectiles, poison damage I find is really good and really overpowered. So we'll get this last shrine here. Get more damage, get the Maui. Mirror is good as well, reflecting the incoming damage back to the attacker. You get short invulnerability. I think we should now go take on the boss quick. It literally will be quite quick. Depending on how the run is going, I like to give myself a minute to kill the boss. If you're doing lots of damage, you can obviously leave it down to about 30 seconds or even less, especially if you can survive the final swarm. It's got almost, about 730,000 health, and as you can see it's just getting mounted. This guy has a different attack pattern to the other bosses, just stay clear of the lasers. It's, again, not too difficult to dodge, just stay on the move. And you see that purple line on this health bar, that's the poison damage. It's doing its thing. So if you've got multiple stacks of mouldy cheese or the mouldy gloves, sorry, poisonous cheese or the mouldy gloves, that literally wipes out the health pretty quick. Oh shit. Okay, that's not how I expected it to go. I completely ignored that red blob there. I literally just didn't do as I told you guys. But essentially that is how I have been doing the tier 2 runs. I've not yet attempted the tier 3. Tier 3 seem quite daunting, but again I'm going to learn more synergizing of the items, the tomes, the weapons. But yeah, that is the best way essentially to just melt the bosses, even though yes I didn't do it, but that is how I would. If you want to see any more Megabonk, just let me know. Drop a like, subscribe, leave comments, comment any other games you want me to play, any other builds on this game that you want me to try, and I can show you guys how I do with those builds. I will leave it there. I'll see you in the next one.